Alright, busia for me church will be a be man from Bra or the no TV. The Barbara and Nancy Muntin me and yen name say, Yama, Miss Cecilia Dapa, artist or resign from sanitation minister no, and Chebi and the sick about Bonsis Sika ne Noma be Atima Ayaya, and also a by saying the house for and a Tima Fasa can or don't copy quarter. A bay and Simbi be ma say. Special prosecutor etimi de ne ho gyi ma ɛyɛ kesi Agyabeng etimi tena saa asɛm no so na ɔsan akɔhwehwɛ mu a na kyerɛ sɛ maame no sika a egu ne fie no nyɛ sika ketewa ɛma sɛ ɔde ne nsa to ne bank account a sika ntumi nkɔ na sika ntumi mba no na saa asɛm wei na ɛkɔpie court ma court ka kyerɛ kesi Agyabeng sɛ ɔnyi ne nsa mfiri maame no ne bank account so na ɛyɛ me sɛ wɔmfa mmara kwan so na ɛyɛ saa ɔtiatia manfoɔ ano bebree na wei na ɛyɛ kesi Agyabeng ɛntie wamfa court asɛm anyɛ asɛm a kyerɛ sɛ wantie obiara na still ogu so de ne nsa ɛtoo maame no ne account so na asan aba abɔnten sɛ judicial court no de abɛto abɔnten sɛ kesi Agyabeng ɛntie anaasɛ wadespɛte ɛyɛ judiciary no na kyerɛ sɛ ɛno nso so akɔyɛ asɛm foforɔ na yɛbɛkɔ akɔtie nsɛm no mu nkyɛmu yie paa aba a sɛ deɛ ɛyɛ kesi Agyabeng ɛyɛ ade ne ho ato asɛm yɛbɛkɔ akɔtie aba na ɛnɛ ne de edi kan a wotie ɔde ne ho TV a bɛma wɛmfi sɛ ɔbɛ subscribe to our channel ɔbɛ like na ade wadwe nkyɛn so egu comment section kamakama.
All right. So Tuesday, we heard that, well, last week, Thursday, we heard that the High Court had made a determination. The rules under the OSP's Act are that he is able to seize property and sort of freeze accounts. When he does that, he has to go to court to seek an order of the court to continue the seizure so he can seize it for a short time. He purportedly did that in the Cecilia Dapa case, and then he filed an application in the High Court according to the way the law works. Cecilia Dapa's lawyers filed an affidavit in opposition to the application he had filed to the High Court. Therefore, the court had two matters, two competing matters to deal with: the affidavit in opposition and the application. The court considered both and came to the firm conclusion that Kesi Agyabeng was wrong, that he couldn't have seized Cecilia Dapa's property because he didn't demonstrate reasonable grounds, because he didn't show that he's investigating her for any particular offense. Martin Amidu had said that before, that the phrase corruption and corruption-related offenses is not an offense. So you cannot be investigating somebody for corruption and corruption-related offenses. Corruption and corruption-related offenses are detailed in the law: stealing, money laundering, So you can investigate somebody for stealing, for money laundering, for defrauding by false pretenses. But you cannot investigate for corruption and corruption-related offenses. It's a nebulous sort of amorphous that covers many offenses. That's what Martin Amidu said. That's what the High Court said. So it turned out that Cecilia Dapa can have her accounts unfrozen. But then here's a drama. Completely dramatic. Very, very dramatic. So Kesi Agyabeng then speaks to Cecilia Dapa, the Office of Special Prosecutor. I don't know whether it's he himself. Speaks to Cecilia Dapa and says that here's your money. According to the story that has been told to us, within 5 minutes, they come around her, the little woman sitting in the office, they come around her and say, we have taken it back. And she's shocked. Because when she was going to the Office of the Special Prosecutor, she called her lawyers and says, Special Prosecutor has called me. Do you want to come with me? They said, oh, no, it's okay. He's just going to comply with the High Court ruling. So there's no point. You can go. The lawyers didn't suspect that this bizarre, dramatic matter was going to happen. So she shows up there. She says, okay, the court says we are unfrozen. Then they grab the thing, they grab her again and say that we have taken it. Okay. Where is the abuse of office? Where is the abuse of power? Where is the wanton abuse of power? A high court says that you can seize the assets when you have achieved A, B, C, D. Reasonable grounds, you've come in good time, you have investigated, you can do that. You agree with that, you release the assets. You have not done 1% of what the court said your law says you should do before you seize the property. Then you seize it again. That is arbitrary, completely arbitrary. And it's a mockery of the justice system. You wouldn't have thought that a criminal law expert will be the one to conduct himself during the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic, that this is the time that we want to mock the judicial system. We didn't mock it in the first parliament, in the second parliament, third parliament. We have had major decisions of this court handed down to public officials, handed down against presidents, handed down in favor of presidents, against vice president, citizenship. We have had our court complete so many gamut of legal matters, some of which stand our democracy in very good stead, for which reason we have developed an immunity to coups, as we have been saying. Then here comes a criminal law expert who wants to demonstrate that he is able to mock justice and presents a total mockery of the justice system, that he is creating the situation where the High Court judge has been put into complete, total, and absolute ridicule. That has been done by a criminal law expert, a former lecturer at the Faculty of Law, a special prosecutor. When I start reading what Martin Amidu said, you will understand it. What Kisi Agyabeng and his people have done in 1990 under the 1992 Constitution ought to be commented upon and a book be written about it. This is the highest form of the mockery of justice that you can have. Because you can release the matter to the thing to Siladapa and proceed to investigate her. You are the special prosecutor, you can investigate her and tell her, Madam, I'm investigating you for stealing because I have reasonable grounds to do so. I can investigate you for stealing. The other day, he said that the basis of his action was that when they asked Siladapa about the source of the money, she was oscillating. She didn't say it well. She said like this, like that. That's the first time he's telling us. After the High Court ruled against him, that's the first time he's saying that. And he said, as a result of that, he proceeded. For him, that was a reasonable grounds. The court said, no, that's not reasonable grounds. Reasonable grounds must be more substantial. And he comes and, right now, think about it. The High Court judge has been put into total and absolute ridicule. And the High Court judge is not a human being. The High Court judge is an institution of the Superior Court of Judicature, recognized under the 1992 Constitution as one of the most important pillars of democracy. And he mocks it. That's what he does. He mocks it. He says, okay, High Court says, I can't take the money. This is a canker to our democracy. It's dangerous to the sustainability of our democracy. These are the things that are dangerous to the sustainability. And I'm expecting civil society to come out and tell Kisi Agyabeng that you cannot do that. Martin Amidu is not the only one who should be commenting. Civil society should come out and tell the Office of the Special Prosecutor, you cannot mock the judicial system that we have so carefully protected since 1992. You cannot come and mock the judicial system. The other day in 1969, the Supreme Court ruled that Prime Minister Buzia was not able to sack Salah in a famous case entitled Salah vs. Attorney General. 565 or 68, Apollo 568, 568 civil servants were dismissed by the Prime Minister of Ghana. One of them, Kojo Salah, went to court, to the Supreme Court, that Prime Minister cannot dismiss me. I work with the civil